So let me introduce the next speaker, Dr. Naohisa Yoshida. Dr. Yoshida is assistant professor at the Kyoto Prefecture University of Medicine and member of the Department of Molecular Gastroenterology and Hepatology. He received his medical degree from the Kyoto Prefecture University of Singapore of Medicine, Kyoto, Japan, and completed his residency and gastroenterology fellowship at the same university. He is an associate editor of Digestive Endoscopy, and Dr. Yoshida is one of the leading research experts in the role of image-enhanced endoscopy, including NBI, BLI, and SCI, for detection and diagnosis of colorectal tumors. Additionally, he is an expert of endoscopic resection, including cold polypectomy, EMR, and ESD for colorectal tumors. Moreover, he is an oncologist qualification in Japanese Society of Medical Oncology, and his specialty is also a chemotherapy to advanced colorectal cancer. Without further ado, Dr. Yoshida, please.
Thank you for introducing me, Chairman. My name is Naohisa Yoshida from Kyoto, Japan. So first of all, I'm so honored to come here. I appreciate related doctors and sponsors for inviting me to this wonderful conference. So today I'm talking about endoscopy AI in chronic polyps detection and characterization. Oh, these are beautiful images of Kyoto. There are cherry blossoms, temples, golden temples, and you can find a lady wearing a kimono in Kyoto. So please come to Kyoto someday. And I'm an endoscopist, and I'm a runner as well. I sometimes run overseas like that, Brazil, China, Bolivia. And yesterday, I ran this field. Yeah, it is fantastic. First of all, I'd like to introduce a problem of colonoscopy. There is a polyp myth of colonoscopy, as you know. Several reports showed the overall polyp myth rate for polyps was 22 to 28%, very high. And regarding risk factors, small polyps 5 mm or less than 5 mm, and poor proliferation, flat morphology are reported. And recent papers in gastroenterology showed any locations and histology are risk factors. So we have to care about all of colorectum, about all of histology of polyps. However, to prevent, to resolve these problems, okay. No. Previous slide, please. Okay. Laser endoscope was released in 2012 from Fujifilm. Two lasers, 410 nanometer and 450 nanometer, enable blue laser imaging BLI and linked color imaging LCI for better polyp detection and polyp characterization, like that. Polyps, there's a polyp here. However, previous slide. Okay. There's a polyp here. However, you cannot see a polyp exactly. However, LCI makes polyps reddish, and you can find the polyp easily. And with BLI magnification, you can differentiate polyp into cancer or adenoma. After that, Olympus also made a new system using LED lights, EBIS X1. It was released in 2020, and in this slide, you can see two slides. There is a polyp in white light imaging. However, it is vague. But using TXI, you can see polyps clearly. Polyps becomes reddish like that. And using NBI, you can differentiate polyps into adenoma or cancer. However, before that development, Fujifilm already developed LED endoscope like that. Focal LED endoscope were released in 2016. And this system enables blue light imaging. This is also called as BLI, like this. And LCI, using multi-light technology of LED lights as narrowband observation. So there is a polyp here. However, it is vague. However, using LCI, polyps becomes reddish. So you can find the polyps very clearly. And using BLI magnification, you can differentiate polyps. However, how to evaluate polyps visibility is a little challenging because polyp visibility is decided by each endoscopist subjectively. That's why we made this polyp visibility scoring system. Score 4 indicates excellent visibility like that, and score indicates poor visibility. And using this easy scoring system, we could evaluate various kinds of observation mode, such as LCI, WLI. And let me show you how to use this scoring system and how LCI can improve polyp visibility. First, WLI, the score is score 1. Okay, please load the movie. You can find polyp or you cannot find polyp, but next slide. LCI makes polyps reddish, so you can find polyp very easily. Please load the movie. Polyps becomes reddish, so you can find polyps very easily. So using this scoring system, we performed a multi-center study. In this multi-center study, we evaluated 40 polyps by 8 endoscopists. As you can see clearly, the overall polyp visibility score of LCI was significantly higher than those of WLI. So subjectively, LCI could improve polyp visibility. And after release of LCI, lots of multi-center randomized control trial between LCI and WLI were performed. And a systematic review reported LCI's efficacy about adenoma detection rate and polyp detection rate. As you can see, risk ratio was 1.16 and 1.26. LCI improved both rates. However, detection of some lesions are still difficult even with LCI, both for experts and non-expert doctors. Regarding characterization, JNet classification was made in Japan, and using this classification, we can predict pathology like that, and then we can decide therapeutic methods like that. However, diagnosis of sublesion are still difficult, especially for non-expert doctors. So AI can help us about these problems. AI, named as Computer-Aided Diagnosis CADO, was developed about colorectal field by Professor Kudo in Showa University. And in polyp colonoscopic AI field, polyp detection CAD-E and polyp characterization CAD-X were so important. And recently, there are many AIs which are already marketed all over the world. First, EndBrain was developed, and then several one was developed, and CAD-I was developed in 2020. Let me show you a study about improvement ADR with AI. This is a report from European group, and AI group improved adenoma detection rate significantly than only endoscopist group. So it was a very wonderful study for showing the improvement of AI about polyp detection. And a systematic review already reported the efficacy of AI about polyp adenoma detection. And you can see risk ratio was 1.44, and it was significant. So you can find polyps with AI more than only endoscopist. Now we in Japan can use these three AIs for colorectal polyp detection and characterization. And let me show you two of them in this presentation. EndBrain was developed in 2018, and it was the first AI of colonoscopic field. And Professor Kudo and his colleagues reported 466 limiting polyps was assessed, and accurate pathologic prediction rate was 98.1% with NBI of endocytoscope plus EndBrain. So it was very high. And after this report, they reported another report about polyp characterization using endocytoscope with EndBrain. They could differentiate cancer, and the accuracy rate was 91.9%, very high. However, in this EndBrain, endocytoscope, very special endoscope, is needed, and it is more expensive and thicker than regular colonoscopes. On the other hand, CAD-I is an AI for colonic polyp detection and polyp characterization, and it was released in 2020. And it is available in Singapore. And this AI can use both LED and laser endoscope, and using normal colonoscope. You don't need a special colonoscope. And CAD-E detection is available with WLI and LCI. When AI find a polyp, annotation box can be seen like that. And regarding CAD-X diagnosis, AI enable to differentiate neoplastic or hyperplastic like that. When AI can diagnose neoplastic or hyperplastic is seen on the bottom of endoscopic view. And the color sign is also useful. Yellow sign indicates neoplastic. Green sign indicates hyperplastic. So let me show you a movie about CAD-I. There is a polyp on the rectum, and AI can detect it like that. And BLI enable us to diagnose neoplastic with CAD-I. So you have to dissect it. And LCI is available for polyp detection. And there is another polyp here. Yeah, CAD-I can detect it. And CAD-I diagnose it is hyperplastic polyp. So this polyp, you don't have to dissect it. Only this polyp should be dissected. So CAD-I can diagnose it accurately. About the performance of CAD-E and CAD-X of CAD-I system, there is a report from European group. As you can see, CAD-E's accuracy using WLI is 91.7%, and regarding LCI, 94.7%. There are no significant difference between CAD-I and expert endoscopist. And regarding diagnosis, CAD-I's accuracy rate is 83.6%, very high. There are no significant difference between CAD eye and experts. And we already performed a clinical study using CAD eye. Let me show you methods of this study. 100 consecutive colorectal lesions of less than 10 millimeter detected by 2 experts were enrolled in this study. And after detection, we switched CAD eye on, and lesions examined live. And first, polyp detection were examined, and then polyp characterization were examined. Then after this evaluation, we recorded all of images, and then images of BLI were checked by 5 experts and 5 trainees. So let me show you an example. Here is a polyp, very difficult. An expert found this lesion without CAD eye. So those lesions were enrolled in this study. So we had to check whether CAD eye could detect this kind of tiny lesion, this one. And we also checked observation speed, high speed, and normal speed. If AI can accept high-speed observation, we can decrease observation time in clinical practice. So let me show you a video. First, without CAD eye. And then CAD eye on. Yeah, like that. Yeah. AI could detect the lesion. However, high speed was not available. However, normal speed, AI could detect this lesion, this tiny lesion. And after that, we changed it to BLI mode, and AI could diagnose it as neoplastic. And you can see a yellow sign here. So AI could diagnose and find this lesion. And this is a result of our study. With normal speed, WLI and LCI's polyp detection rate was 85.0 and 89.0, very high. And regarding high-speed observation, yeah, it is a little smaller than normal speed. However, LCI's high-speed polyp detection rate is acceptable, I think. So you may decrease the observation time with the help of a CAD eye. And regarding characterization, AI's BLI magnification accuracy rate was 87.8%, and non-magnification 88.8%, very high. There are no significant difference between AI and expert, and there is a significant difference between AI and novice endoscopist. So AI can help novice endoscopist polyp characterization. And we also performed a study about training of endoscopist visibility with CAD eye. In this study, we tried to use CAD eye movies for training polyp visibility on the endoscopist. 50 lesions which CAD eye could detect and diagnose accurately were enrolled like that. 2 movies of polyps with or without CAD eye were prepared for each mode, WLI, LCI, BLI, for 6 endoscopist training, like that. A system was connected to 2 recorders. One was for movie without CAD eye. The other was for movie with CAD eye. And we evaluate 2 things. Evaluate movies without CAD eye for training and test. And then evaluate movies with CAD eye for confirmation and learning, kind of education. And you can see movie like that. First movie without CAD eye, and the second movie with CAD eye. So please, let's find a polyp without cat eye, everyone. So our evaluators also checked this video like that. And yeah, this is very difficult. And next movie is LCI without cat eye for a same polyp. So please find a polyp. LCI makes a lesion reddish. However, it is still difficult, I think. But LCI with cat eye, this is confirmation and learning phase. So evaluators, endoscopists could find lesions with the help of cat eye. So annotation box was seen here. So endoscopist could confirm where the polyp is. And this is a result of our study. Detection rate of WLI before running, mean detection rate of 3 trainees like that. Experts are a little bit higher. However, after running, their rate became 100%. And for LCI, 92.7 and 96.7. However, after learning or education, their rate became 100%. And we also analyzed polyps not detected by endoscopists and polyps detected by endoscopists. And we could analyze the risk factor of no detection. And as you can see, regarding color, not reddish polyps were risk factor, even for experts. And regarding monitor location, polyps in the corners were also risk factors for both trainees and experts. So these polyps, AI can help us to find lesions. And let me show you about let me show you another video, so final video. So please find a lesion without cat eye. So polyps may be in the corner, or polyps is not so reddish. But using cat eye, you can find a lesion very easily. There. And find a lesion without cat eye again. So you know where it is, so you can find the polyp very easily. So here is a polyp. So for those difficult lesions, AI may help your colonoscopic clinical practice. So this is my take-home message. AI for colonoscopy is improving year by year. Polyp diagnosis and detection can be helped with the recent AI for colonoscopy cat eye. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Dr. Yoshida. The floor is open for questions.
Maybe I'll start. Prof, thank you very much for the very interesting talk. I think the use of technology here really implemented and shows really good advances both in the clinical perspective, and not only that, I think you showed it really well in terms of the education and the learning perspective. I do have one question though, in terms of the, when I saw the review, is the AI capable to correlate to histology? In the sense, I saw hyperplastic versus neoplastic. Is it that accurate? And your accuracy tables, when you see it, is that equivalent on the histology perspective?
Yeah, AI's accuracy rate was almost 80 to 90.
Wow.
So not 100%, but it is helpful for especially a novice endoscopist.
That's amazing, yeah. So if it correlates to histology, you can almost take out the pathologist completely from the...
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Yoshida. Can I have one question? It's an excellent talk. Regarding currently you're using the air-based, right? Is there any available for the water-based, means the water distensions in the AI model? Means with the water distension rather than the using the air. Is there any difference between using the AI? Endoscopy?
Yeah. In some regions, we endoscopists don't have high confidence. However, using AI support my decision, so we can decide the characterization with high confidence. So for experts like that, but for novice endoscopists, their decision is sometimes, but always, very low confidence. However, AI can support those low confidence period. So after they getting enough experience, they can do decide their decision with high level, high confidence. However, before that, AI may help those training period. I think so.
Yeah, thanks. So the other question, is there any question? The other question I want to follow up is that for the training, looks like after AI, using the AI for some times, even the novice endoscopics might start to recognize within their, the unconsciously, they might capture those lesions without the aid of AI. That was one of my colleagues in Sengkang Hospital has done some study. Before using AI, they might missing rate is high. After using AI, even though AI is withdrawn, they found that endoscopic pick up the polyp better before implementation of AI. That was quite interesting. So it means that AI might have let the endoscopics aware of the pattern recognition and lesions.
Yeah.
So AI might train the human brain as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the floor or from the audience, from the online joining? The online participant can add in either in the chat or Q&A. If not, then we will go for
I'd like to thank
Dr.
Dr. Yoshida. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.